Hi, Sanya. First of all, congratulations on Mrs. and also congratulations on the success of Ankh. I haven't stopped listening to it. Uh,
Thank you.
so I've had a chance to watch the movie. It's absolutely incredible. If you want to say something about how you feel.
I watched it last night with my friends and family and some peeps from the industry, and I've been feeling so overwhelmed by the love that I'm receiving. And thank you so much for watching, and I'm so glad that you liked it too. I feel good.
So this film solely centers around Richa as a character and her feelings. So she's like the salt of Mrs. What was the process of getting into her mindset like?
Yeah, she's definitely the salt of Mrs. Um, I think to make it more personal, because I have never faced the challenges that Richa has faced, I had to meet women who have, somewhere been through what Richa is going through. And their stories and their experiences helped me build her character. I kept a journal as Richa to, you know, understand her thoughts and her feelings better. Because in the starting of the film, you see that um, she's a part of this patriarchal world. She has seen her mother do all of this, so it's very normal for her to be doing this as well. So I wanted to understand her relationship with her family and herself, and why would she choose a relationship like that for herself? So to to understand all of that, um, and to make it more personal, uh, I you know, focused on her um, emotions and her mental state a lot.
That makes sense. I mean, I can definitely see that in the film. And
Hmm.
having seen your interviews and such, I realized that your character is completely different from the kind of person you are. So that
Yeah.
I can really tell how much you might have worked on that.
Oh.
Um,
Hmm.
in the film, you share this beautiful relationship with the little girl, Savi. So,
Ah.
just like how you gave her such a beautiful message in the film, would you have something to say to other young girls like her?
Oh my God, Ruchika. Thanks a lot for asking me that question. I'm always aware as an actor that there are little girls who are watching my films.
I would just want them to remember that they're like a solid prime number, nothing can break you. And I hope through my films I'm able to change a few things and empower these little girls who are watching my films and my characters on screen. Because these are the characters that really empower me, and I just hope that little girls who are watching it feel the same way.
I think they would. So, how did the Great Indian Kitchen inspire your character specifically? And what did you want to do differently this time around?
I think when I watched Great Indian Kitchen, it was during the pandemic, and I remember being so uncomfortable watching that film. I was really irritated and agitated for for days. That film stayed with me, and when I got Mrs., this was after a couple of years that Harman, our producer, decided to adapt the film in Hindi. My first reaction was yes, because I'm a very greedy actor, and I was like, oh my God, this is like the perfect film, and I want to tell this story as an actor. And our director Aarti and a writer Anu worked on the script for a year. They brought their own lived-in experiences to make it more personal. Great Indian Kitchen has a very voyeuristic approach to the film,
Yeah.
and Mrs. is a lot from Richa's POV. So they worked on the script for a year, and then when I came in, I wanted to make the character more personal, and I really wanted to like really immerse myself in her world. And meeting those women and journaling really helped me step into her shoes. Um, and we also tried to make it more palatable to the North Indian audience. Hence, the milieu of the film has, changed. So,
On a lighter note, you're such an
mm.
excellent dancer, and dance is such an integral part of this film. So, for someone who's so passionate about dance, how did that make you feel?
I was really excited because, as an actor, I'm naturally drawn to content heavy films where the story and the character is the hero, you know. And Mrs. Somewhere marries these two passions of mine really beautifully. There's an amazing story. There's a solid message with that story, and also my character is so passionate about dancing. So I think that I'm glad that this film gave me the opportunity to explore these two passions of mine.
I think the first scene of the film has stuck with me since I watched it. Like, it just doesn't leave my mind.
Yeah, I think it's choreographed beautifully by Brinda Gopal ma'am. She does choreographies for most of the Mani Ratnam songs that we have seen. And um, I I too have choreographed a scene for the film. That scene where Richa is working and making biryani and
Mhm.
dancing. I thanks to Aarti, she let me, choreograph that entire segment. And we together were able to find. We didn't want the that particular scene to look. Um, we just wanted it to look very like smooth, and didn't want to break the flow of the film because we did have someone who was choreographing it, and it looked too, Bollywood. But we wanted it to be very seamless, and Aarti and I together worked on it and made sure that it looks very, very seamless, like she's just enjoying herself
Yeah, it's
in the
really
kitchen
bad.
and also entertaining herself while she's doing those chores. So I agree. I think Vrinda ma'am has done such an amazing job with the choreography, whether it was the starting of the film, that whole segment, it was a one take. Uh, it got edited out because they have added the cooking montages, but it was a one take shot, that segment, the entire thing.
Lovely. Um, so the food in the film looks absolutely fantastic, and I was wondering if you had a favorite that made a cameo or something like that.
You know, um, I never realized that I'm good at making rotis. I love cooking, and I had to also unlearn or look like I'm not so good at it. But there was a scene where they were taking a close up of a chapati, like a fulka, and nobody on set could like make that fulka look that fullowed. So I stepped in and I was like, wait a second, let me do it.
That's nice.
And yeah,
I do
that
remember that scene.
yeah, that fulka scene, right? Yeah, I made that fulka pulo.
Well, was there a moment while filming where you felt like, no, I can't do this, or this is too much for me to handle?
Oh, there were so many scenes that triggered me. Also, because whenever I used to shoot these emotionally heavy scenes, I used to feel, I don't know, I used to feel really bad about the women who are actually going through something like that. Because through the course of this film, I met so many women who shared their experiences, and there were so many like, yeah, so many scenes that left me feeling uncomfortable and triggered. Especially the climax, I think that was definitely. a really hard scene because she does such an out of pocket thing, an out of character thing. Um, Someone in the interviews today asked me that why didn't she uh, talk to her husband about it? Why did she threw water on him? And while talking to him, I realized that because communication in that relationship never worked for her, there's a scene where Divakar and Richa fight, and instead of really asking her, it's the scene where she gets drunk and she
Yeah,
jokes about her being, uh,
you
you
made
know, feeling the way she's feeling. Instead of asking her why she's feeling that way, he tells her that you have made a mistake, so maybe you should say sorry about it. So he never really listened or communicated or let her communicate her feelings. So, of course, that really pushed her to do something which was so out of character for her in the end. So, yeah, all of those scenes left me feeling really, bad about not just for Richa, but all the women who have somewhere been in a situation like that.
I think through the film you don't really. I mean, Richa doesn't really cry ever until the Karwa Chauth scene, and
Mm.
just just by her appearance, you can see, or like your appearance, you can
Mm.
see that she's such a delightful person, and then she becomes like this small, meek person,
Yeah.
and then to do that right at the end, it's like a
Yeah.
completely a
Mm.
complete character shift. So I
Mm.
really it really impacts you, I think.
Mm. We were not supposed to keep that crying bit. The scene was supposed to end where you see her looking at him leave the kitchen. Our DOP Pratham, he moved the camera and he captured it the last minute. So that's how we got that scene. But the scene of her crying was never supposed to be there. It was not there in the script. And you're so right. I think also my makeup artist, Natasha Matthias D'Souza, she has designed the looks so beautifully. Like you see that light in Richa diminishing and disappearing through the course of the film. So, yeah.
Well, I think we're out of time, and that's all the questions I had for you today. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much.
Thank you. It was lovely talking to you, Ruchika. And
You as
thanks a
well.
lot for watching.
Good luck, and I hope the film is super successful.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Have a lovely evening.
You as well. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.